Adepticon. I brought questions. Don't worry. Now back to Popeye and spinach, dude. That shit made me want to eat spinach so much when I was a kid.
Yo, I can get jacked from this.
Not jacked, but he just made it look so tasty.
Hi.
You know what I'm talking about, though, dude. Things in cartoons used to make things look so tasty. Also,
Like the bugs in Lion King.
fucking A. That's what I'm talking about.
I wanted to eat a bug.
That's what I'm freaking talking about.
Y'all are nasty.
I wanted to eat the
We
bug.
definitely talked about this.
Yeah, I was about to talk shit because Brandon always says that, but that shit's gross.
What is Brandon
What
talking
eating
about?
eating the dude? Stop.
Eating
What?
the bugs from Lion King, the Hakuna Matata song.
So
Shit in TV always looks good. Do big ass sandwiches?
When they be
Remember what,
crunching.
like,
Dude, like
big
a
ass sandwiches,
like a Scooby
folded up
snack.
Scooby-Doo
Yeah,
style,
dude.
dude. Come
pizza
on,
in real
brother.
life never looks as good as pizza from the Ninja Turtles.
I don't
That's
know,
what
dude.
I'm
Have
talking
you ever
about.
been to Worcester Street Pizza?
Have you ever been
We
to
about to this
chain?
weekend.
Have you ever been to
Yeah.
Mystic Pizza?
No, stop.
That's the Patreon episode.
Don't send people there. You can send people to our Patreon though.
Dude,
You
you
ever
remember?
been to Little Caesars?
Yeah,
Oh, dude, $5 foot long.
pizza.
Yeah, that's the best.
Why do they choose a caveman for their? What the fuck?
It's
are
not
we
a
talking
fucking
about?
caveman,
Are
dude.
you a moron? It's a little.
Get his
it's
ass.
A, it's
Get his
little,
ass.
it's a little Roman guy with a fucking.
No,
He's got a toga, brother. Little Caesars.
I thought he's like a Fred Flintstone
oh
motherfucker.
My God, you just got the name of the episode.
I thought it was a Fred Flintstone ass looking dude.
My God, this is a late night episode, folks. If you can't already tell.
Oh my God, this is fucked up.
That's a cave in.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. You're right.
Sorry, Gage. I didn't mean to like laugh directly at you. when
Yeah, you
messed that
both
up.
pointed and laughed in my face.
It was a lot though.
Yeah.
But the fucking pudding and shit and Hook. You ever seen Hook?
Yeah.
Years. It's been years.
But that part sticks out, man.
Kinda
All
looks
the
like that guy.
colorful.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Fred Flintstone.
Or
ass.
no, not Fred Flintstone. What are the caveman comic strips? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Come
I
on,
can't
somebody
remember what
say
they
it.
Oh, what the fuck are they
The-
called?
Or they're
The
Vikings
Krugs?
or
The
something.
Haggard the
Grugs?
Horrible.
Well, the Viking.
That's it. The
The Viking. You're talking. Well, you're talking about
The Crudes.
Hagar the Horrible. I don't think is a
Crudes,
caveman.
dude. That's a kids movie. Crudes,
I don't
brother?
fucking know,
Man,
dude.
the Crudes.
It's
Dude, are
just
you
called
talking about
BC.
the Crudes? BC, there are you? I
Yeah.
used to love that.
What are we doing?
Oh,
Yo, welcome to Hive Scum, the
Thank
Grim and Gritty podcast for the 28 community. I'm Steve at South of Heaven. Who are you?
I don't appreciate the gun you just put in my face. I'm Gage at No Clear Coat.
BC is still running.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Terry at Stone.jaw on IG.
I'm Phil, and I'm blood transfusion.
If I sound like I have a speech impediment, it's because I do right now, because I bit my tongue really bad the other day.
You still don't have a voice from
Oh
a
my God,
Decepticon
I'm
Yeah.
fucked up.
The impediment is a large oral wound.
and
Yeah.
a mouthful of Cheetos.
Yo, I love Cheetos.
That's
Yeah,
also an
eating on
impediment.
mic.
Yeah, almost as bad as chewing gum on mic.
Was that me?
That
Yeah,
was
dude.
You motherfucker.
But I didn't even hear it. I edited that
No.
shit. It came up.
No.
I got messages.
Yeah.
What about
about
chewing
it.
tobacco?
No way. I was
Yeah.
probably chewing
No,
gum at the same time I was editing the thing about chewing gum, and I
in
didn't
the
hear
same
it.
rhythm.
I was like, "Wow, it sounds like I'm chewing, but I'm not." Yeah, probably.
In stereo.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, what
dude.
is that noise? It sounds like it's
People
an echo in
people
here.
came up to us at Adepticon. They were like, "Man, I really love your pod, but that gum chewing,
God, he's got. No wonder you guys kicked him off.
yeah."
No wonder you put him on punishment for that
Yeah.
long.
Oh, dude, we heard a
good
fan
stuff.
actually.
You hurt one?
Yeah, no, I heard.
Oh.
I recorded a fan. He was talking about you from the pod. Hold on.
I'm actually going to. I've actually got a little bit of a problem with the last episode of High Scum. I was wondering why Terry wasn't on it. I was thinking maybe he was maybe buying some boxes of Blood Angels because I had heard that he was actually going to start a Space Marine Army.
Were you not on Hivescom because you were buying a Space Marine army?
That's neither here nor there. I don't understand why it's this person's business what I'm doing. I mean, if I'm driving, 13 hours to go buy somebody's blood angels,
Yeah.
Space Marine army, I don't think it's anything that
Okay.
it needs to be publicized.
Well, that's what that fan asked.
Well,
That's what they wanted to
it's-
know.
All I'm going to say
Yeah.
is,
Did they give an email address or anything? You reply directly
Yeah,
to
I
them.
mean,
Yeah,
come on.
darktyler@gmail.com.
I feel like I was like asleep when I was.
Oh my god, dude.
I don't remember that.
There are so many pocket memories that just keep hitting me randomly from this last weekend
of at Adepticon.
of Adepticon that were just so funny that
Wow.
There's just so many little things. Phil showing us just how ruined his algorithm is.
Oh, it's really cool.
Yeah, we can't talk about
We can't talk about that on
But
air.
you could kind of probably figure it out. You know?
What does that mean?
Listen, figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
I'm just going through my pictures and just like laughing and taking a picture of a random incident. Taking a picture of Tyler at 4:45 in the morning, just falling on the ground, laughing his ass off in front of the bathroom.
Going on a quest.
Going on a quest to find our room key because Steve was too tired and left it outside for us.
And then you immediately
Wait,
woke
what do you
me up
mean
when
you
got
left
in
it
the
out?
room.
You left it. You like placed it outside of the room.
Yeah, I hid it behind a curtain in
Find
the
a
hallway.
curtain down the hallway.
Oh, that's sick.
and you couldn't find the
It's
curtain.
5 in the morning. Tyler and I are just so tired, just looking for it.
Dude, I remember that exact night. I was like, I was like, I'm going up to the room now, just like, and you guys made it sound like you're gonna come up like right after. I was like, all right, just give me like a call or a text or something. You're coming back. I'm glad you didn't, because I would have been so fucking mad.
We got into the room like silently, and then just both looked at each other and just started giggling. And then it was
Yeah,
like,
that's
dude,
how
we're
it
gonna
is.
wake someone up. And then Paul was just like, you motherfuckers, can you shut the fuck up?
I love that.
Paul's response to Tyler was the best.
That's how it is at
Get your
4:45.
fucking dirty hands on my fucking
Get your
phone.
dirty hands off my phone.
Dude,
Just
the
sleeping.
first night,
He said, "What are you snooping?"
dude, I went. Listen, I went to sleep with my phone in my hand like a fucking cretin and plugged into the charger, and I woke up to Steve unplugging my phone from my charger
It was charged.
so that he could charge his phone with my charger.
That's also classic. Classic.
Oh my god, dude.
Well, I'm glad you guys had freaking fun.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
No,
I was at home
you were very much requested.
Changing freaking diapers.
changing diapers. Still getting quicker. So
Hey,
You're gonna do it so fast,
yeah, I'm like lightning hands. Nah, man, when the baby's been blowing out these days.
yeah.
There's
like
been a lot
blowing
of
ass.
blowing
You
ass
were
right out of the
you were
diaper.
telling us it
How
was
many?
fucked up.
How many bowel movements a day?
What's
I'd say
what's the BM
3 to
timer at?
4.
Okay,
But I'm probably only present for 2.
Okay, that's
Which
fair.
is a
That's
good
fair.
amount.
That's 50-50.
Morning and afternoon and night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm quick with them.
Yeah.
Quick with them hands, though. I'm not messing around. Comes to baby time.
So that's what you've been up to.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
Yep. Enough about me, guys. Let's talk about Adepticon. That's why they're all listening. They don't need to hear about my baby's shits.
You know, there's podcasts for that.
Probably.
Who should we start with?
I don't
Phil?
know. You.
Do you want me
Phil.
to ask a random
Oh,
question?
yeah, ask random
Terry,
questions.
you got questions?
I wrote down.
Wait, you got questions
today.
from the Terry?
Oh,
Questions from...
we could do that.
Who's- yeah, you do it for yourself.
Questions from me.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
All right, Terry, what's your question?
Now, here's question number 1. First off, look at this list of questions I got.
me see. I
love
So I
the
wasn't fucking around.
orientation
today.
of this fucking notebook.
I put it on the to-do list, and so I have questions for you. What was your favorite moment? There you go. From
fucking
each of you,
piece of
one
shit.
moment. How
All
else
right,
am I
let
going
me-
to start this?
This is a really easy one, and I think I don't want to say I'm surprised that this was his moment, or that this was my moment of choice, but Tanner really hyped up his midnight market all year round.
Yes, baby.
So I was like, I don't know, man. This is like
I didn't
it'll
know
be
what to
like
expect.
it'll be I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, this will be fun. Like, you know, we'll see. And
like
it
a
was,
point and laugh, haha. thing.
yeah, and it was
What?
the most deranged, hilarious fucking thing.
Yeah, it's sick. It's Tanner.
Yeah.
He can do no wrong.
No, he can't.
I was so mad I was late to it because I come out, Gage has a brick with a face on it.
So let me set the
J3 has a
stage. I know
cup with a
you've
face on it.
I know you've probably seen the pictures. So he just like set up in one of those little like tiny conference rooms.
Oh, yeah.
Where we first met Johnny, like one of those.
Yeah, one of those-
Totally. No, yeah, I saw the pictures.
And he's wearing a cloak. Gabe, Niall Nelly, is sitting next to him with like a little
piano.
with like a little tiny piano. He's like playing a little soundtrack.
I got a video to show you after.
And Tanner has 2 fucking chests that he opens up, and he has the most unhinged shit. He's like been collecting the most like fucking mirror world like RPG shit, like nonsense, like games, and
You got one, right?
Oh, yeah. So I mean, should I just pull out my?
I think
So
so.
everything I got from the midnight market, I got for you, Terry.
Oh.
Well, one thing. So
Yeah,
one thing I
brother.
actually ended up. So one thing I grabbed was an RPG where you are. It's a live action RPG that you play in a pool and you pretend to be a fish. And I actually ended up. I gifted that one to Trent after. I don't know if he'll make a video. I think he should.
Yeah.
Him
Of
playing
him doing
splish splashing around in the pool. So the first couple things that I grabbed for you are they're not like super funny, but they're just some like psychotic 70s pulp sci-fi
fuck
novels.
Yeah. Dude, these are sick.
And then this was
Goulart.
my favorite thing. So Tanner was the only payment he was accepting was pewter. So I was just like running out. People were just like running out to like the Bits
Bits guy?
Bazaar to
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
get stuff to like hand. Like there's a picture of me literally like with my hand outstretched to like giving Tanner a piece of pewter so that I can get.
Dude, Tanner is on another fucking level.
Oh yeah, a true fucking.
A gem of
Yeah.
the community.
Yeah.
So here I have an RPG book. This is an RPG called The Hive and the Flame. And now let me just read. I'm going to read an excerpt here, just to set the stage for what The Hive and the Flame is about. In 1891, the sun never sets on the British Empire. It is an empire that spans 4 worlds, an empire won by accident as much as by design. With the latest innovations of technology, the flag and imperial way of life have been established on all continents of Earth, the craters of Luna, the mountains and plains of Mars, and the seas, jungles, and deserts of Venus. So in the 19th century,
Interplanetary.
yeah. So and on the cover, there's like a little British guy with a pith helmet, like lancing a fucking alien bug. And then when you actually I'll hand it to Terry.
Looks like
Flip
it's
through
on
it.
Mars.
Look at the ridiculous art, the pictures used, the low res shit, and the amount of insane tables to roll on that just are nonsense. Like, and I want to actually. Well, I don't know how you can actually play it, or if
designed for
anyone
use.
has actually played it
Designed for use.
with
The world famous miniatures rule set, Sword in the Flame.
which I've never heard of.
Whoa.
Also,
what even
the
is
most
this?
the most fucked up part of this, if you flipped, I can't remember if it's the front or the back. Guess what year this RPG is from?
2002.
What would you-
If I had to guess,
Yeah.
So just by the binding, it's got to be within the last 10 years.
Yeah, that's
maybe
so
I'll say
it-
2010.
So I would. I mean, obviously, if I wasn't taking the bite into account, I'm like, this is some ridiculous 80s shit. It's from 2015.
Jesus, dude, it's so weird.
It
Some
is
of these
so
things-
bizarre.
Guy with
It's
a
like you
pith
can't
helmet
even
on
really
a chocobo.
read some of this.
Oh yeah,
The
like just
tables
like
are so weird.
and just like how fucked up even just like the like page layout is sometimes.
What the fuck?
It's a true relic of who even knows.
So the hit modifiers, there's so many different modifiers, and they all just like, dude,
It's
this
just
is
hundreds
so
hundreds of
crazy.
pages of just weird tables.
Yeah. Listeners, you got to go look this up. The Hive and the Flame.
I don't know. I haven't
By
tried googling
Terry
it.
Sofian.
I haven't tried googling it. I don't know what you could find.
Casualties caused by catastrophic destruction. Table 48. Speed at the time of destruction. Distance fallen. Situation. Use this column for vessels that loses the last structure point and takes 10% or less of its total structure hits in the final attack.
Yeah, totally
Oh
inscrutable.
my god, dude! I want to play a game with someone that like. I want to be in this crunchy
I
world
want
with someone.
Phil to
to
This
run
is
this.
so
Yeah.
crazy.
I could never.
I want someone to be like, oh, okay, well, this catastrophic catastrophe here, you need to roll on table 48. I know that
there's-
off the top of my head.
And you're gonna
Tractor
die.
rules.
Yeah.
There's rules for tractors. That's cool. Yeah, this is great. You guys got to look this up. And the art is insane. There was just like somebody on this sick Griffhound kind of thing.
So
all
that-
these bugs.
Other
are
than
so
that,
cool.
so like I said, my generally speaking, my favorite moments were small personal moments, but that I think was the coolest moment of the con for me.
I really loved going to that and just being like, I don't have anything to trade him right now. So I ran into the back room and stole some candles off the shelf of the hotel lobby. He's just like,
He probably took them gladly.
he did. He was happy to have it. And I got like a heavy metal magazine and some like little miniature, like 3mm buildings.
Fuck yeah. Dude, crazy.
I tried to pay him with cash for the brick. And Julian stood up and said, whoa, no legal tender here.
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
that.
shit, my bad.
Fuck yeah.
So I
dude.
just stole the brick.
That's also appropriate.
Wow. All right. You
So
heard
that
it here first,
that's
Tanner.
that was my top moment. I can't imagine that you guys' moments could be anything other than the fucking amazing narrative events that you ran. But go ahead, Steve. Tell us about your favorite moments.
Oh, one of my favorite moments was entering Golden Demon with models that had no place being there. And then being told by friends that they heard people saying how sick the models were in the case. And then also when I went to get my models back, the guy on the computer that gave me the ticket was like, "Oh, those are really cool."
Oh, hell
And
yeah.
then the guy who was handing them to me was making a face of disgust.
So bummed out.
I'm sure everyone has seen the picture too of Tyler spitting on his model moments before entering it into
Yeah.
Golden Demon, and then he also got a commendation on it
Fuck
too.
yeah.
I'm
Also,
going to make that a
non-GW bits in
sticker.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to make that a sticker. I'm going to make it a poster.
So I think
anything.
if it was something that was in contention, they'd be a little bit more,
Yeah. Tyler is great at painting. Is going
Yeah.
to be his new moniker.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say, the big difference I noticed in Golden Demon this year is I think all of the bad press last year, there was a lot less stuff in the cases this year.
Oh, really?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Boycott.
Yeah.
Do you think people are boycotting it, or they're
Next
just
year?
like, I'm not going to do this shit if I'm not going to get anything? I mean, I would do it anyways.
Oh,
Next
yeah.
year, Rusted Demon's going to take over, baby.
Well, we had
Yeah,
a
baby.
whole bunch of our buddies, dude. A whole bunch. Scotomancer and Chris Acrylic both got pins.
Squared Paints
Fuck
came to
yeah.
Nemo.
Square-
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yes.
got a fucking silver
yeah,
Golden Demon.
yeah. So yeah, one of the Nemo attendees, got a silver
Hell,
for
Squared
Horus
Paints.
Heresy. Yeah.
That's so sick.
So what else, Steve?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Oh, yeah, Steve. Steve's laughing at
no.
memes right
You
now.
know I'm laughing at Gorfy.
Oh, yeah.
Other favorite moments? The amount of orcs I got from the Bits Bazaar from my boy Night Shift.
True.
That was pretty peak every night going there and just $3 in OG Rogue Trader Space Orcs from my
Yeah,
boy.
that guy's deal
Hell
is
yes.
crazy.
What about you, Gage?
My favorite event. I mean, there's like a lot of, like I was just saying, there's like a lot of standouty things. I think one of them, honestly, was just meeting people that were like hyped on our like crew, our vibe, everything.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me. One of the most memorable like, conversations I had was with Eldritch Menagerie, Bryce.
Oh, dude, Bryce fucking rocks.
Just totally down for the cause. Everything he brought was like shit that we're like into.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to ruin his Brothers of Prometheum warband idea. I want him to tell you, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
But
dude.
it's
so
sick.
cool.
It's sick, and he's just like, yeah, no, this is my idea for it. And I'm like, yeah,
Oh.
that's fucking awesome.
He made an entire Flames warband, and he didn't get into the game because it fucking filled
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
But like, and the whole time he's showing me his models, I'm like, man, I really want you to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, good on him because he also did more shit other than just playing at Adepticon the whole time. He was hanging with other friends. But I
Yeah.
was like, nah, dude, did your friends. Let's play a game together.
No, it's cool to see other people have a good time, especially because I think he made his post he made after. He's like, "This is like I went to this con, like I'm new to this hobby, and I went to the con, like not sure if like I was even how invested I
yeah.
actually was in this, or whether
Right.
it was for me or not, and I had like the most amazing time." And
Yeah.
that to me, I think, is my favorite moment. Like,
Him telling me that he was scared to like, maybe not scared, but like very intimidated to meet everyone.
I get that for sure.
Yeah.
And then that's like kind of the broader sense of like us shit talking around a table right now,
Yeah, yeah.
seeing it be real, meeting people that are like, oh, I know this detail that you talked about.
Yeah.
And I want to talk to you about it now in person,
That's cool.
was like seeing it become real. That probably is my favorite part of the whole thing.
Dude.
It was definitely surreal. It was like a lot of this I was like, one, people actually listen. Two, we're having a conversation about this thing that I was hyped on a couple episodes ago and now you're hyped on it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very cool. Very weird.
Yeah. And I think that maybe it's like from like a big wargaming with a capital W kind of mindset where it's like you are like nervous to show up and play with people that you don't know.
Absolutely.
And so I get people being nervous, but it's like that's the antithesis of like what we are all about.
Right.
Like that's
Dude, I was nervous to meet the players in my game.
Yeah.
And I've been running RPGs for fucking ever.
Right.
But I was like, this is a different avenue and it's slightly different. And now I'm at a totally different level of intimidated.
It's not straight RPG and it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
normal. Yeah, I had
Yeah.
that same feeling running my game.
Yeah. And I think that's a lot with like what this podcast, not to get too heady, but it's like that's what it's about, man. Push the whole idea of like
yes.
not being nervous.
Yes.
And you know what I mean? If people are making you feel nervous or making you feel like you're somehow inferior because of like your thoughts based on this hobby, like fuck them and go do your own thing.
Yep.
You know? And know that we got your back.
Yeah.
That was also
We'll
the
show
coolest,
up.
the coolest thing of seeing these people that are like finally embracing like the trash from the bin, dirt from the floor
Hell yeah,
mentality
yeah.
of being like, oh yeah, Tyler spit on a model and it's in the fucking golden demon case.
Yeah.
And then people being like, well, how do I gap fill? And then people are being like glue and dirt, and they're like, oh yeah. And then like seeing it like click with people was just very sick.
Dude, wait till next year though. Dude, like more freaks entering Golden Demon and just being
better.
like,
Yeah.
we're gonna flood you, Golden Demon. Good
Yeah.
luck.
Deal
You'll have to weed
deal with
through
all
this.
of our trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine they just don't look at half of the shit.
That's fine.
I don't even
the
care.
bottom shelf is
Yeah.
going to be so full.
Yeah.
But imagine like that
but it's not
bottom
for
shelf.
them.
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
It's
I
for-
want to make everyone like that
Yes.
picture of the kid with his face hammed up
That's
against
what
the
we want,
glass, looking
too.
at Tyler's models.
Yes.
That's what is sick.
Yeah.
Like 100% is I want like somebody to look at that and be like, wait, this is possible?
Right.
And be like, fuck all this other painting really nice shit. I want to do the cool shit.
Yeah, I can make a servitor out of a floss
Yeah,
container. Or
yeah.
like, yeah,
Totally.
shit like that. Yeah.
That kind of shit.
I
Yeah.
can floss with a servitor.
I get floss.
I got my floss servitor. Yeah, that kind of floss.
Yeah.
I will say, not only the people playing, like running that game and running the fucking end transmission thing with Adam, like that was sick. But
Yeah.
like people coming up and wanting, like, yo, can I get a demo of your game?
Yes.
Can I like this is for sale? Like wanting to buy.
Yeah,
the alpha
it's
version
not
of
just
my
a
game.
game that you're playing in this room with your friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A very funny moment about Flames, real quick before we go to the next question from me.
Yeah.
I forgot their name. Plus one tough.
Oh, 2+ Tough.
Oh,
Yep,
Doug,
there you
yeah.
go, there you
YouTuber.
go.
That, dude,
Listen, I'm not versed, but
His content's good. I like his stuff.
I knew the voice. He definitely had a radio voice, and I'm like, I know.
when he was talking to me, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? I've heard this motherfucker.
He comes up. Steve's like 10 feet away, and he comes up to me, and he's just like, "Oh, what Flames of Orion? Can you give me the rundown on this?" And it just like it was like a That's So Raven moment where I'm like, I'm so close to this project. I have no sales pitch for this game. I'm just looking at this guy, and I'm like,
yeah.
miniature agnostic mech game that has rules light combat. I was like, have you ever read BattleTech? The book's too long. This is Flames of Orion. And then it was like, I got into that mode, but there was a good 5-second period where I'm just staring into this guy's soul, like, what the fuck do I say?
Yeah.
I had that every time someone asked me about any of it.
I mean, that's I'm sure like real salesmen out like on the main floor have like pitches that they probably.
Oh yeah,
They're
say it
also really
1,000
annoying.
times.
So
and
Yes.
that's the thing.
I'm not going to tell you unless you ask.
Right.
Yeah.
Paul bought a big box game and he quoted because the sales guy was like, "This is Blood and Plunder. It's like pirates, like game's $99.
Check it out.
Check it out. Come find me." And Paul went and bought the game because of it.
Yeah.
He also
game's
bought it because he
$900.
got he also got a nice deal. on it.
yeah.
I want to play Blood and Plunder.
We're all in.
Dude,
Okay,
the
good.
ships-
I wasn't
the
sure if it
ships
was like
look
just
cool.
me
No,
and Paul and Tyler.
we're
doing it.
all in.
All right, good.
Well, he
'cause I
got
got those
he got
sprues.
2 different ship
got-
games at 2 different scales.
You got it's the thing we always talk about.
Oh, good. You're answering
Naval
this
combat.
question.
Zoom in. You're playing the 2 ships fighting.
Yes.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same
but I'm
campaign
saying,
of that game.
but it's a separate
Dude.
game that he bought though.
yes,
right? Yeah.
same narrative, same.
Wait, ship game, small ships, and then the map is 2 big ships with the minis on it. That's
Yes.
what we got to do.
Yes.
That's sick.
That's what it is.
Blood
Dude,
and Plunder, baby.
Yeah, we're all in,
fuck
baby.
yeah, that's so cool.
How many people can play at once? Can we have like 4 ships?
Dude,
Oh,
and,
we'll
like,
figure
fucking
it
cares?
out.
It's our game now.
Yeah,
dude.
even if we're just
Yeah,
making
we'll
like
build more
cannon
ships
noises.
out of
popsicle sticks.
yeah.
I totally, dude, I'm not gonna buy or like maybe
Dude, we got
30
clothes
print,
hangers right over there, bro.
Yeah, I'll
Fucking-
just make weird ships.
It's a weird thing to make a ship out of.
Clothes
That is
hangers.
that is literally there's a Facebook group dedicated to
Clothes hanger
B-
ship group.
I'm not even kidding. It's budget BFG and like Man of War, and it's
Oh, okay.
clothes hangers used as
I'm
the
thinking
ships.
a full 28 scale boat out of
Oh,
clothes
no.
hanger. I'm like, that's crazy.
That
That's a
would
lot
be
of coat
crazy.
hangers.
Probably could do that though too.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not a bad idea. Be
You
a
know?
good armature for a ship. You just fold it in half. It's kind of like a taco.
All right, Terry, what's your next question?
Well, ship game was on there, so now you can cross that one
Cross
off.
that one out.
Your favorite purchase.
Ooh.
Your favorite purchase. You can't just name them all. Sorry,
Michael
boys.
Rucci Maximal Drone.
Oh yes, yes.
yeah.
It's fun.
yeah.
We should do just a little bit right now. Play
Yeah,
it on,
dude, you want
live
it.
on air.
No.
I got one.
All
I'm
right,
like
go ahead.
panicking. I'm like,
Yeah.
My
Look at
Kev
that.
Adams Goblins and Orcs that I bought
There you
from
go.
Badger Games.
1987.
Oh hell
No,
yeah.
his new stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
Yeah.
They're like big ass orcs.
Oh yes, I do know those.
You know what? I'll go
That's
get them.
cool.
While you guys think about what you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
I can tell you one thing I was bummed out about. I bought a fucking set of like Iron Maiden girls. It's a really stupid name for them, but they're just like women in plate mail. The
Okay.
sculpts are
That's just a
so
bad name.
sick.
But yeah, sweet.
The scale is so bad.
What are they? Too big?
They're
Silly
so
big?
small.
Oh, dude. Sometimes it is
Like-
like that.
Like old Ralpartha small.
14
Yeah, yeah.
millimeter.
Yeah, I'm
Just like
like,
nonsense
oh.
What
size.
the fuck
Doesn't
do I
match
do with
anything
this?
else.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't even use them as kids or like
Yeah,
any
yeah.
weird narrative thing. They're just stupid scale.
And they're your favorite purchase?
No. That's what's a purchase I'm bummed out about because the sculpt is so sick. So I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to do some like leg extension.
I don't know. That's so much trouble to do
Yeah.
that. But it sucks. I mean, you can't just like paint them up. They'll probably look sick just painted
yeah,
up.
I mean, I can. We'll make it work.
Oh, dude,
We'll make it
nice.
work.
Oh, let me tell
What
the
are these?
listeners what I'm
Those
seeing.
are the
Wow. Now these are from Badger Games.
well, no. Badger
They were
Games
selling
is who
them.
was selling
Dude,
it.
Badger Games, great booth,
Yeah, good booth.
top booth. But these Kev Adams little goblins and
Those are
the
just
big
orcs.
orcs. Dude, these are
plastic.
fucking cool. I would totally
So
have
this.
got these. These are very, very neat. Kev Adams, great sculptor. If you aren't aware, you
And
know,
then,
out there somehow.
then
Whoa, this cool orc with the freaking phone.
dude, they are sick. You know,
Orc talking
you
on
got
the phone?
games on that phone?
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
games
got
on
it.
your
He's
phone?
on his cell phone.
My other big
That's
purchase.
a goblin, Terry.
Fuck, that's
Come
what I
on.
said.
the fuck
Oh
did
no,
I
I did say
buy?
or.
Me and Paul went
is a recorded
50-50
meeting.
on heavy gear, which are
Yeah.
max in the scale for flames, but they're completely customizable kits.
They're
That's
modular?
so fun.
They're super modular. Like each guy can be loaded out like
Who
completely.
put these
differently.
out?
Heavy Gear by
Heavy Gear.
DreamPod 9.
That's a crazy name.
That's
for,
a crazy name.
yeah. It's just 3 words.
This is the fucking kit though. It looks very cool. Multi parts.
Yo, yeah, dude, these look sick.
Nice,
They
yeah.
remind me of Oh hell yeah, they look great.
You little posable guys.
Well, way to go, DreamPod 9.
That game has been out for 25 years.
What, DreamPod 9?
Heavy Gear.
Heavy Gear. It looks fucking sick. You know, it reminds me of what is it, Robotech?
Yeah.
That shit reminds me of that a lot. They look great.
And then I got all those buildings over there that you.
Oh,
that
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
probably
I was
shouldn't have spent
wondering-
money on, but I did.
Well, because they were 3D
They're
printed
just,
there.
they're just 3D printed.
Oh, one day you'll be able to 3D print them.
Maybe.
You know, these machines back here still broken. If you were wondering, listeners, this is probably broken on episode 19.
Very broken still.
Yeah, 10 episodes later. What about you, Gage? You went and grabbed some stuff,
Yeah.
so you must have an idea of what your
All right.
answer is.
So remember how Paul forever ruined the image of my my last war band?
yes,
Dope
but
smoking.
they're the Weedians.
They're the
Weedians.
So I bought one of these.
Oh, hell yes, dude. A sick camel for his Weedian warband. You got to sci-fi it up, right? Does it
Yeah,
have a gas
it's
mask
got a
on?
gas mask
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Wait, let me
yeah. Yeah,
see it.
dude.
I really didn't buy too much, to be honest.
Good, dude. You don't need anything. Break the fucking cycle.
Yeah.
Listeners out there, break loose.
You
You,
know,
don't
I
need
didn't-
it. Separate yourself from capitalism.
I didn't really buy
The fuck
anything
up.
notable, but I sold all of my 40K stuff.
Dude, Phil was
Oh,
his
yeah.
own enemy, though, doing it.
Well, yeah, at first, and I let Steve handle my money Steve went daddy mode.
Good.
Fucking guy.
No, it was good. I actually heard about this story before you guys got here that you sold it and you were going to just sell it for like really cheap. And then
No,
like,
he did.
did sell
He
it.
did.
Oh.
He was a guy came over wanting his battle foam case.
Steve was like, yeah, 150, and at the same time, I'm like, yeah, 40. The guy's like, okay.
But the guy's like, I say 150, and the guy's like real excited, and then he just at the same time says $40. The guy's like, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I got you, buddy. Hey, listen, you made that guy's day. Fuck it, dude. You made his.
Yeah, but then but like after that, dude,
People were coming back for it.
So the last
Yeah.
sales I made, I was like swearing. I was like yelling at a guy. Some guy like made offers like, get the fuck out, like leave. I told him to leave. I said, you come back, if I haven't sold it, come back Sunday. He's like, you're not going to get a better deal. Shit, this
love
dude
that.
offered me $30. I got everything that he offered me $30 for, I got $100 for.
Well,
Yeah,
So-
fuck you guys.
All in all, well,
that
He
guy.
did
thinking about
alright.
thinking about the MSRP of what I spent, it's absolutely nothing. But
They've been sitting in a box for how
been
many?
sitting in a
Yeah.
box
Did you
for
sell the
years,
two
yeah.
walkers?
The last two, yes, that guy
Oh, that
came,
guy bought
that
them.
guy came
Okay.
back and bought them.
That's very
The
funny.
guy who
Evan
yelled
was
at
ready
you,
to buy
told
them.
you you were an
I was
asshole.
like, whatever I have left Sunday, you come get it.
What was that guy's name?
I don't know. He was a competitive 40K player who's like, I need these for my army. I don't care that they're like already assembled and halfway painted. I just like need them for my army.
Oh, my
and that's
God.
mostly who bought my
That's
shit.
disgusting. I hate that.
What do you hate about it?
I think it's cool.
Yeah, I think it's
See,
sick.
the
that-
So
No.
if I can go on a tangent, I don't know if I'll be able to bring this up
Yes,
at
go
any other
off.
point in the episode, but I was a little too enchanted by the team tournaments for both 40K and AOS.
Yeah.
Yes, dude, that's sick.
And now, I we've been at Adepticon before, and I didn't really like dawn on me exactly what it is, but like Nate Dungeon explained it to me. It's like, so you have a team of 4 people, you each build 1,000 points, and then you collaboratively build a board that they're all displayed on together. And people build the craziest. Like I don't know if I sent any pictures to the group chat, but like you saw that giant fucking city.
Yes.
Yeah, you sent that. That shit's
I?
crazy.
With the
And
two
it's
portals?
the same people, yeah, and it's the same people who remember like last year they built like the 4 seasons of like the
It was very insane.
the first year we went, they built that giant vampire castle.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's that's the team tournament stuff.
Yeah, they build crazy shit to display their shit on,
Yeah,
right? That's
so
what
the
they're- that's what you're
the
talking
whole
about.
team, yeah, it's like a collaborative display, for the team.
They
Yeah.
used
Yeah.
goblins wearing all the new Cities of Sigmar armor on that board.
Oh, did they?
I took a picture of one of them. It's so cool.
I didn't even know.
I'm like, damn, dude, I want to just throw my whole army out now and make a new
I
one.
want to play goblins.
Yeah, I want to play goblins in Cities armor.
There has to be pictures of that giant city board somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I have tons
Phil's
of
got
tons
Well,
of
I mean,
pictures
but
on my
for the
phone, but-
listeners to see.
We'll post it.
Yeah, will you? Will we?
I don't know where you could look it up, dude.
I was going to post all of our collective photos on the Under the Dice blog.
Oh hell
Someone-
yeah! Okay, that's a great idea.
Nate, if you message Nate Dungeon, he will tell you the name of the guy who builds the board because
Oh,
it's
hell yeah.
the most insane one is built by the same guy every year, and he
Yes.
said that the guy is a geologist.
Oh.
I guess his name is Adam something.
Shout out
Yeah.
Nate Dungeon also.
Yo, shout
Yeah,
out
Nate
Dungeon.
Dungeon.
Yo, shout out Dungeons.
Shout out
Yeah.
Nate's and Dungeons.
Yeah.
Straight
Honestly,
up.
never met a bad Nate.
Never been in a bad dungeon.
Nasty Nate.
That's not true.
Nasty Nate. I don't know. I'm not familiar.
Isn't Nasty? Where does the name Nasty? Isn't that a guy from? I feel like Nasty Nate is like a character in a movie.
Nasty Nate.
I feel like it's a wrestler.
Dirty Dan.
Nasty Nate. Now, Nasty Nate sounds
Scotty
like it's like
Too
probably
Hottie.
like a garbage pail kid or something. Nasty
Oh,
Nate.
for sure. Like that's one that they printed early.
Yeah.
That's like got to be a first genner. Dude, they got so many. You could type in your
First
name.
Jenner.
That's like the Sonic thing.
No, yeah,
You could put in your name in Sonic the Hedgehog or whatever. The
and then
Hedgehog.
Sonic shows up.
And then Sonic shows up. That's scary, though.
Sonic with a gun.
Don't stop. That's my nightmare.
Isn't that like a thing?
Yeah.
Shadow the Hedgehog has like a
Yeah, he has
gun.
two
has
guns.
like an AR.
Shadow the Hedgehog has 2 guns.
He's glocked up.
No.
I will
Are you guys
literally show
fucking
you a
with me?
photo.
Well,
No,
I
it's like a-
can't trust things from the internet, Steve. I need to see actual gameplay
Also,
footage
another
of him
aside-
shooting his guns.
Well, I remember when the trailers first came out for Pal World, I thought it was a joke up until it came out and people were like playing it. I didn't think it was like a real thing.
No,
the
it's
fuck?
it's a very real
That's
thing.
like a sniper or some shit. What has he got? A scope on
Yeah.
there?
Pretty sure this is the.
No, that's like the game.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh, yeah.
GameCube cover.
Oh, I thought it was Dreamcast.
What do you do in the game?
It
It's
is
like a
Dream Shadow.
first-person shooter.
Shadow the Hedgehog just runs around shooting.
Runs around the gun.
This seems a little cheaty, you know?
Like, that's why this photo is so funny because it's like real. That's a real
All right.
photo.
I definitely didn't think that was a real photo. That's crazy. They have to be stopped.
Yeah. I don't
Who
know.
made Sonic the Hedgehog? Sega has to be
Sega's been struggling.
So they put out gun games. What's next? Parappa the Rapper, but he's got guns.
yeah.
Yeah.
Drive by.
You can play Parappa
the
3?
Rapper.
Crazy Taxi, but it's got guns.
Yo, I'd play that.
Oh my God, Steven, stop
Wait,
it!
do
The
we have
hyper-
another one from this
Too
question?
much violence.
What was this
Um,
question again?
This is the
Things you bought that
Things
you
you
were happy
bought.
about.
Gage, what'd you buy?
He literally just did it. You were like, you walked away from the table.
Oh, I was
yeah.
picking up
Me.
toys. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I just bought a bunch of. I don't.
Oh, I got you that one.
I didn't buy a single plastic model.
well, that's pretty good.
I
Good
bought
idea.
only metal, and
Nice.
it's all just bullshit.
Oh, you got the servitor?
Oh, dude, you know what?
No, these are sick.
Bob
Yeah.
Merch, Bolt
Bob
Minis,
Merch.
not in attendance.
Wasn't
What?
there, dude. I was so
Oh,
bummed out.
We talked him up a lot too.
I know.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bob, if
Yeah,
you're
sorry-
listening.
sorry,
you weren't
listeners.
there, and sorry, listeners, because
Yeah.
Bob wasn't there.
No, dude. My favorite purchase the whole weekend was White Castle.
Yo, straight up.
White
dude.
Castle, yeah. I went to.
back
so
again.
I heard Culver's is like the best fast food place, and I went there, and I got a bad tummy ache.
Yeah,
It was
From
good.
Culver's.
I got a bad
What's
tummy ache
Culver's
from White
Culver's?
Castle.
Oh yeah, I
What's
bet.
that?
I said I got a bad tummy ache from White Castle.
Yeah,
that's
you
why I was
also-
throwing them.
You
at
also
you guys.
ate like 28 sandwiches.
Yeah.
Well, when you're at White Castle, what else are you?
What are you gonna do?
I ate like 4 or 6, something like that.
Tyler and I paid $70 at White Castle.
All right.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was fucked up.
Somebody should have stopped you there.
Yeah, well, that's
Steve
the
wasn't
vegan
there?
tax.
Steve wasn't there to yell at you.
No.
About not being smart with your money.
No.
Paul ate all his White Castle and then went back and ordered more.
That a boy. I love Paul. Phil, what was your best purchase? Did you say?
I didn't really. I
You-
bought stuff and I'm like, I don't even care. But like, I wasn't
Yeah,
stoked
yeah,
on
yeah.
anything I bought. It was just like money burning a hole in my pocket sort of thing.
No, totally. At this point, listener, you can make everything out of garbage. Like you really do not
Honestly,
need anything.
Like everything I bought, I had a specific thing in
You
mind.
should throw it away in the garbage can right
Yeah.
now.
Everything I bought, I had a very specific thing in mind for.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm normally the guy that's like, oh, this is shiny. I will buy I'll buy the collector's edition. I don't care. Buy
Yes.
it. This is the first year that I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm going to take a picture of it and I'm just going to bash my own.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
This was like the very first year. You can't
Yes.
say, yeah, you bought
Actually,
100,000.
so my-
Yeah, 'cause
My
I
favorite-
can't bash these.
My favorite
True.
thing that I got, or at least one of my favorite things that I got, was Chris Acrylic printed me a little resin Sasquatch.
Oh, hell
Oh.
And then I was like panicking because I couldn't find it when I got home and I was unpacking, and it was just in like the most random little pocket. So it made
Chris
it home
Acrylic printed me Mortis.
safe.
Nice.
Yeah? Oh man, I want to see.
He
that.
gave me 2, and then I was showing Greg Wire, and I was like, Greg, you need one of these Mortises as well.
Oh, Greg, he probably loved that shit so much.
Yeah, he was like, thank you very much.
Hell yeah. Jordis, not Jordis.
It could have been a Jordis model, and Chris is going to kill me, but I need to prime it so I can actually see if it's Jordis, not Mortis.
Oh, that'd
it's
be.
Jordis.
Is it?
I 100% looking at that
You know,
model.
if it's
Poor
not,
Mortis.
it will be.
It's wearing jean
Yeah,
shorts.
listen.
Poor Mortis for getting mad at the Jordis meme and then just people going, oh, this is even funnier now.
Did you listen to his latest thing?
No.
It's god fuck awful.
Stop.
It's so bad.
All right, well, I'll listen to it and maybe I'll like it.
Yeah, no, you absolutely will not.
I don't know.
No.
I'm a bit of a contrarian.
No.
I don't know.
You won't.
No, I'll check it out, though. Thanks for the recommendation.
You're welcome.
All right, what's your next question? Terry?
Okay. Now, I did put favorite army builds or showcases to go off of what you were saying, because I
Oh,
always
yeah,
think
I
about
mean,
that. You guys aren't particularly into that? Seeing
I didn't
those
look
favorite
at
I-
the
armies?
I-
Warhammer room at all.
I took lots
I can
of
tell
pictures.
you right now, right off the dome, right off. So the
Straight up, dude.
straight up, dude. The fucking name of the campaign I can't think of right now, but it was that dude Zach we met from the AOS area.
Oh,
Is it the goofy cartoon?
Pestilent?
something mirror.
the
I
Pestilent?
have. Hold on, I have the book saying.
I think I have the map.
I have the
over
map
there.
as well. So the Festermere conflict or something, yeah. Robin, Bog Body Minis,
Yeah.
the Festermere conflict had the sickest Skaven army ever.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The
Great.
Vermin Lord is with an actual.
Yeah, I feel like you've definitely probably seen it on the Discord before.
yeah, it's an actual dead rat.
Used a rat carcass.
yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then the moss, actually, we were talking about that too. The moss being primed. The moss being primed and then like blasted over to look like the sinewy flesh.
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
also just like an unlocking in my brain. Being
Yes.
like, oh yeah, look how easy that looks. Like, I'm definitely using that for my Smash Bash. That was like a perfect learning technique right there.
Yeah.
But that whole campaign, I think was just sick, and everyone had like a unique touch to their army. Everyone in that crew seems like a really cool crew to hang with. And also something I thought was very silly. We've been printing banners for like all the cons and shit we've been doing lately.
Yeah.
They use that service to print their maps,
Oh.
and I was like, oh.
You have to have a file that fucking big, though. Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, we have the scanned map of our campaign. Rather than on a whiteboard, we should put it on a...
It's got to get, like, dolled up a little bit.
Yeah,
though.
no, Phil's got the dolled up version. But I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I'm learning.
Yeah, that's definitely a kind of a level up thing. That's
Yeah,
smart as hell.
absolutely.
Festermere, right? Mir?
Yeah,
How do you say that?
Festermere.
Festermere. That's cool as hell. So you liked their kind of thing, their whole campaign,
Specifically for
their
favorite army, I would say Robin's for
Yes.
sure. But then it like opened the door to meeting Zach, and then also Zach's a real one. He was like, "I don't have social media. Can I get your number?" And I'm like,
And then just texted Gage
just
like
texted
a couple
me.
hours later.
I was like, "Dude, this guy's sick." Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that was like Pancake, not even having a fucking phone.
Yeah,
Same
hey,
shit.
listen,
Nice.
that's the vibe, dude.
That's a great vibe.
That's
to
how
have.
you. That's how you have these creative juices flowing. You got to cut
Yeah.
your fucking social media
Yes.
ties.
Break free. Phil's back
Yeah,
on
I know.
online now.
I know. Well, no, I deleted Instagram again yesterday.
Steve, if it helps you out because you're like, man, I don't really know. You could also add boards into this. So if you saw anybody with cool boards, like if you liked any of the Jolita stuff,
I feel like
gel.
there was something in the display case I lost my mind about that was like an army
In
or like
Golden
a squad.
Demon?
Yeah.
did
But
you know?
now I can't remember.
I watched the.
I mean, there was that Imperial Guard thing where like they're all like blowing up, and there's just like a guy on fire.
Oh, no, it
that's
was
cool.
the Necromunda diorama.
Oh, the one that's like the multiple
fucking
levels of the
massive.
I
city.
lost my mind about that. So the
Whoa.
top level
Picture
was
that.
Hive City, guy selling guns out of his fucking trench coat, like a stall market, like people walking around. You go down the next level, it's like right under the surface, like a straight up shootout with like Goliath and Escher, like an Escher bleeding out in a doorway
What,
and shit.
dude? This rocks.
And then you go down another level and it's like a bit taller, and it's like a sump fucking waste treatment plant with like
Oh,
zombies with like an old hag, like gross person, like leading all these undead through the
Yeah, I think it was
Underhive.
a thing where
Oh, that's sick.
I
So it
couldn't-
had 3 layers like
Yeah,
that.
it was
Couldn't-
very
Dude,
sick.
So
couldn't
cool.
get it all in one photo, so I think I just didn't even take a picture of it.
Was it like in a box or was it kind of
was like
open sort of thing?
big open diorama with like a back.
Well, yeah, it
wall.
was like a cutaway
Fuck, that's so cool.
cross section.
Dude, those dude, I loved fucking cutaway shit when I was a kid, man. That was my favorite shit. And I'm sure a lot of kids probably agree, but like the ships kind of cut away and you see all the things happening on the
Yeah,
inside.
yeah.
Oh my
Real
god.
Warhammer World-esque display.
That was a diorama. I made that diorama box with the servo skull I painted
Yeah.
on the front. It's like the whole thing. I ended up building like a little vignette of fucking Gene Stealers invading an Imperial outpost. Like 3 levels, guys on each level, like a dead body on the bottom. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty
Fuck
cool.
yeah. Fuck yeah. Phil, and so yours would be the city boardy thing?
Dude, I'm looking through my shit now, and there's just like so much cool. Yeah, I'll just default to that one.
Yeah. So if you guys, there has to be pictures somewhere online, but this thing was huge, massive, right? I mean, it must have been like,
I would say it was
I took
8 feet long by 6 feet tall, probably
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
fucking insane.
Also,
yeah.
this is like a really small display. That's just for like a normal like Soul Blight army, but like,
Dude.
look at the just like the muted colors.
And like just all that red, that pop of red everywhere. Yeah, and just I would have been with you, Phil, just like walking around seeing all the people's displays during like the AOS tournaments or whatever.
What was the
That shit
Armies
is
on
so
Parade
cool.
board that we looked at separate times? But it was like the all purple LED one with the huge fucking Biotitan
that,
in the middle.
That was just for the 40K team tournament.
That was just them.
Yeah,
displaying
that was
their
just
armies.
yeah. So they at the end they display all of them the boards in like the main hallway.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was this huge, huge box.
Dude, that shit takes so much fucking work. Like, good
I was
on
like
them.
looking at this small model on the bottom. I'm like, oh, that's a Biotitan in a jar. I'm like, wait, this small model in this diorama is a Biotitan. I'm like, that's how big this fucking diorama is.
That's insane. That's
Yeah.
so cool. It's worth it alone to. I mean, at least I don't know. In my opinion, I know it's not like fucking everybody's cup of tea, but like that shit, just to be able to walk around like, board to board and get inspiration and be like, I'm going to steal that idea. I'm going to steal that idea. Oh, that would be a great board to play on. I'm going to use that idea. Where did you get these bits? Because I'm going to 3D print those and do them. Like, it's just, there's so much inspiration in such a small amount of time.
You're actually reminding me. 'Cause
Stromberg.
there was a board I took a photo of during, I think there was a Horus Heresy tournament going on.
Oh, dude, half of the podcast is on their phones right now. We did it, Gage.
We did it.
Fuck.
Let's
man.
take
Hell
over.
yeah, let's go.
Welcome to
Still
Scum.
trying to find a picture.
Half
Oh,
of
I
the
mean,
podcast.
the
Oh,
Space Hulk,
Necromunda
the
board.
Space Hulk board was insane.
Yes. And
It
well,
always is, though.
not to discredit them.
Whoa, you heard it here first.
Gage is about to discredit someone.
Gage is about to tear somebody down, punching down. Holy shit.
Let me see.
This is the.
Did you get the
that-
whole thing?
What the fuck, dude? That
Okay.
Space
Oh,
Hulk
yeah.
board is
it's
so.
them going to the Thunderhawk. You're trying to get to the Thunderhawk to escape.
That is
the
so
fucking Space
big.
Hulk. Yeah.
Yes.
That has to be, what, 12 feet
It's-
long by 6 feet,
it's
8
huge.
feet wide?
It's fucking massive.
Absolutely
That
insane
is
size.
insanely huge.
All LEDs throughout it, like elevators that move, like fucking.
Those are the ones that you gave me that sticker for?
Yes.
Was like Bob or something like that?
BPOD, right? Basement of Death.
BOD, Basement of Death.
Yeah.
Playing and slaying. They got to have pictures up. You got to be able to find
Yeah,
that shit
absolutely.
online.
And then
That is so massive.
Oh, there's also. I don't know if you saw that picture I sent. That's a board for Malagast. I'm not sure what Malagast is.
Let me see this.
Are you familiar with Malagast?
Yes.
Malagas.
Yeah, we had a full
Has
set
some
of
deer
proxy.
vertebrae.
Look, it's got like some chessboard kind of thing.
No, it's just, it
It's a grid system?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
That's
just saw
cool.
this board of like a giant crash ship on a fucking. They were playing Horus Heresy.
And this,
Yeah, that's
this,
really cool.
this couldn't have been in like the official 40, like official Warhammer tournament.
No,
Yeah,
it was.
I think
This
it
was just
yeah.
like dudes playing.
So I forgot who I was talking with. I think it might have been
'Cause-
Evan at some point. But we were walking around up in the top floor area.
Yeah.
and
That's
it was
where
like,
it was.
Yeah, and it was like, it's funny because like obviously there's so many faces to this hobby.
Yeah.
But like where the level of like the narrative, like the overly narrative play gets,
yeah.
you get so deep into the narrative that you have to make all of this custom bullshit for it.
Yeah.
You're almost like playing a different game at that point, and then you're like in this. It's like you're leaving that like 40K competitive side to get so far into the narrative side, and it's like you're already like like one of us, anyone that like listens to this pod or anything, like you're already on that narrative freak side,
Yeah.
but then still wanting to be accepted by like the competitive
Yeah.
like mainstreamers. It's so funny to me that like they don't realize how far out they are sometimes.
Well, I was going to say because like last year, I remember walking around and being like, "Oh, cool! This Warhammer table has 5 pieces of terrain on it, and it's on a game map."
Yeah, yeah.
There was not anything like that, like
Right,
this,
right.
like smoke and like this whole terrain thing. That's why I'm like, shit, this couldn't have been like official Warhammer shit.
Yeah, and that's why it's funny because it's like they would never think to come play in our freak circle, but at the same time,
But then if they knew,
if they
they
knew,
would.
yeah, they would.
Yeah.
and this is,
And I don't know
They
if it's like
will.
an aesthetic thing, and maybe that's why they don't participate, or
or maybe we don't play by the rules enough of
Yeah,
the
maybe.
game that they like to play.
Or maybe it's like
we're scary.
yeah, we're very scary. Maybe it's like though Phil, you know what I mean? Like Phil likes Warhammer. You know what I mean? He's like, I don't really care a ton about Forbidden Psalm necessarily.
Well, not anymore. He's about to be
Well,
Forbidden Psalm
you know
guy
what I
after
mean?
today.
though.
Yeah.
But like, I get it. It's like, yeah, you know how to play 40K and you know how to play it well. Why'd you play anything else?
Yep, 100%.
You're like, I like this, and I got a group of 8 friends, and we all like.
Yeah,
this
I
shit.
have I don't have a lot of room in my brain for rules, and if I
get
it's
that,
like I
dude.
got to go all in on one.
Well, it's a lot more fun too, and we've talked about this before. Once you get to the certain level where you're like really good, it's like when you play Magic the Gathering. And I mean, that's like my kind of. I got really good at playing Magic the Gathering, and then I could fucking play Magic the Gathering with the best of them.
And with anyone.
And with
You
anybody.
can go play that game with any random person.
And it's like, I understand how to play this deck, and I understand how your deck operates, and it's like, we can play together, and it can be fun and interesting because it is competitive. And so it's like, I get wanting to be like, I only play 40K because I know how to play it really well, and I can make the games really fun without thinking too much about it, and I can just sort of like have a
House rule,
brew
whatever
and
you
roll
want.
some dice.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Anyways,
crazy.
I forgot where we were going with that. But you
don't
want
know.
another question?
Yeah, I want them
All right.
all. Give me all the questions.
Some of them you're starting to answer. Like I put Golden Demon. What stuck out?
Power washer simulator guy.
The Power Washer.
Oh, I
was
did
very
see a
sick.
picture of that.
There was a Moria Goblin that I was like, damn, this is so good. And it, I think, got third.
Yeah, it did.
I think
'Cause I
so,
watched
yeah.
some like
Yeah.
review video
Yeah.
of the Golden Demon.
One thing I will say that sucked bad, in my opinion, they changed it so people can clap now when a fucking name is announced. That's cool.
Yeah.
It should have always been
Please
like that.
don't clap. Don't clap. Everybody's
Yeah.
clapping.
Awkwardly wait till this guy gets to the stage, then clap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Photo of everyone together.
I think that's okay. I think what sucks so bad is calling up everyone that qualified. 3 people win, and then the other 2 people just fucking stand there.
Awkward.
Yeah.
It's like now everyone in this room is staring at the person that didn't win for their reaction.
Yeah.
Guy
That's-
crying. up there.
Really? Because I never even thought to do that. I
Well,
think you just love watching people that are sad and in pain.
Yeah,
No, he's saying that shouldn't happen.
that's what I'm
doesn't
saying.
wanna
I don't
watch
think.
people in pain.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to see any of that shit. I
Yeah,
don't
but I'm
think.
saying I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I just think it sucks that those people are now just like, okay, I'll walk back to my chair now.
Well, they're still like commended. They still got to stand in front of the audience as one of the
He's an
finalists.
empath. He's an empath.
I think if you're not handing
know,
them their
no, he's
pin,
not.
I feel like
I think that's an interesting viewpoint, though. I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah.
That like, yeah, I get to still stand in front of the crowd.
Yeah.
I was that cool. I think it just sucks that it's like I was that cool, but I wasn't, that.
You
cool.
weren't top 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then somebody
yeah.
gets the hook and pulls you off stage
Yeah,
when it's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
clap for
Yeah.
these 3. Not
You
for this
follow.
guy. Get him off
Yeah.
quick. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Get
I
the
think you
broom.
should be presented with like your pin or something there, rather than
Yeah.
just like, oh, it's in the case. Go
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
It'd be cool to even bring up all the pin winners. Imagine that. Just like
Yeah.
all the pin winners come up for one photo.
Yeah.
Like you did
That'd
you
be
did
sick.
good.
Well, I
That'd be
think that's
sick.
kind of what it is.
Kind of.
Like-
I mean, we got homies with pins that didn't get.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
Cryptacrylic and Scotomancer up there to get a picture in there.
We should have taken a photo of them in front of the Golden Demon
Oh,
sign
for
after.
sure.
That was a fuck
Well,
up.
next year when we're all entering it and flooding it. Did you see anything in the goal? You said
Power Wash Simulator, the giant supremacy suit that's getting worked on by servitor drones, like the
Oh,
little
shit.
tower
that
drones.
was cool.
Oh, the best thing in all of the Golden Demon, the 2 grots jumping
The
out of
forced
the
perspective,
Aeronautica
yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
plane.
So what this person did was they took a epic scale plane,
yep. Like,
And
an
like
Aaron
in the
Erica
background,
Imperialis
and then
kind
they
of
had
thing.
2 grots that had fallen out of the plane and were sort of like fighting in
Oh.
the air, and they were in the foreground, so it was like a forced perspective thing.
Yes.
The
Oh,
plane
that's
was in the
neat,
distance,
neat.
yeah.
That's so cool. That one didn't place or anything?
I think it.
No, it did.
No, it absolutely.
I think
did.
it won one. Yeah. There was just one really sick Catachan guy. I really liked
the
that
one
one.
Harker,
No,
the guy with the big bolter.
Yeah, I think there were 2. Not the special model. It was literally just like the old shitty plastic Catachan guy.
Imagine
That
if
was
you
just
Yeah,
like-
I think this
okay,
is.
yeah.
Imagine if you painted that Catachan, you just heard us talking about it on this podcast. You'd be so freaking stoked.
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Oh, I just painted one little Catachan guy
Listen,
and threw it in there."
That model is what got me into the hobby. So good. Yeah, good
Yeah.
on that guy.
What about you, Phil? Did you see anything from
Hold
Golden
on,
Demon?
I
that you
want to
liked?
show him this because I don't know if anyone sent
Oh
me a
yeah,
photo. of
yeah,
that.
the Slayer sword winner.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, very cool. Like amazing. I mean, it deserves it. It looks so sick. Cool idea. Very creative.
What did you see, Phil? I have something to bring up after this.
I don't know, man. I don't fucking
Oh,
remember.
Yeah,
All sort of
It
cool
was all a
shit.
it
blur.
was all blur. There's a lot
I-
of cool.
There was a lot more stuff I liked last year,
Yeah, I agree.
but there was also just more.
I mean, everything I saw this year was like, oh, this is great, but nothing was like, this is so creatively original. That blew me away. Real quick, have you seen the discourse about the AI generated background?
I did.
Oh,
well,
I
I at
did
least
find
saw
it.
somebody mention it.
It's really cool.
So hold up, I did just pull up the one thing that I really liked that got absolutely nothing.
I mean,
which was
I love the people getting mad about it.
Yeah, my take on it. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
it
know.
should be painted.
I mean, it's like a who gives a shit. But I think backdrops don't matter.
They
don't matter. They're not. The backdrop has the judges don't give a shit about the backdrop.
They don't care about that, and they don't care about plinths. So
Yeah.
I mean, as long as I guess the judges don't care about it, then fine. I guess if they're not judging it at all, you know, if it's going to be judged the same as a model just on a black board, a black.
if
rimmed
that's
base.
true, why would people care to do it?
do what?
Oh, that's
Do plinths?
That's really cool.
They do it for. I literally just saw Ian post about it. It is to help handle the model.
I could see that. Some of them go so over the top though. If it's literally just for that,
Yeah, but
then
people
sure.
people just go over the top in general.
It's also
yeah,
you gotta
shit.
think it's also probably a display piece. For
Yeah,
their
it'll
home
go in
and
their
stuff
house
after.
and shit. I get that.
Yeah.
So yeah, my personal take was kind of like what a lot of people were saying. It's like, yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks, but like, it's a backdrop for a model. It needed a backdrop. The model was fucking beautiful. It would have been fine without it.
If they don't judge it, then they don't judge it. I
Right,
mean, like then it's fine.
Yeah.
You know, if it does not play any sort of part in the decision that the judges make about whether it's good or not, then I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
I
either
also
way.
think they asked before.
yeah,
submitting
I mean,
Yeah,
if that's true, then hell yeah. I will say the memes coming out of it are very funny.
then it's worth every penny.
Yeah,
I think
Then it
it's
was
funny.
worth it.
Like
yeah,
the
the
people.
dude's trolling people too. That's kind of sick.
Oh, that's what
So
I mean.
if you snapped the backdrop off, that model still would have won.
absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's funny that people are making memes like disparaging it, and it's like, oh, this guy like does not.
Well, the
care.
best part about it is it's just like a fucking guy that like got into Warhammer 6 months ago, and
That's literally half of like Golden Demon painters.
no. I'm not saying
Yeah,
I'm not
you
saying the
jacks.
painters. I'm saying the guys that are fucking upset about it. They got
Oh,
into
yeah.
Warhammer 6 months ago, and they're like, "Fuck this guy. He's got an AI background," and it's like, you have no foot in this race.
Where the fuck you
Yeah.
been?
yeah, who are
Yeah,
you?
enter something next year.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
just
know.
someone sitting at their house, just upset.
Well,
It's pretty.
it's
funny.
always going to be
Well,
the case.
actually,
Yeah.
People love getting
The
mad.
picture I took of it. You didn't even fucking notice the
Disgusting.
background.
Disgusting, that background. I
Also,
could tell.
people went crazy with the resin pours this year.
Yes.
So everyone had crazy resin pours going
Yeah.
on.
I heard that somebody was complaining that it didn't make any sense, and it's just like, are you just doing it to like?
There was
It
one.
doesn't like help your piece at all.
There was
It's just-
one that I can't think of was like so small, just that like it was like simulating a guy at the edge of the water, but like the edge of the water was like an eighth of an inch,
Yeah.
and it was like the front of the model.
Yeah.
Now that I'm scrolling through my camera roll, I do see a lot of shit that I really like. I don't.
That's
but
great
dude,
content.
but also just talking about an individual piece that's like
Yeah.
hard to credit in an
Yeah.
audio medium.
I mean that's a lot of this for sure.
Nicholas Rubens Mortensen, NRM Paints, who's just like a extremely decorated Golden Demon painter, did a really cool Kit Bash Chaos Troll
Yes.
that won, I want to say gold for Old World.
Oh,
There's
that
a
looks
lot of
so
like sculpted
cool.
shit on there.
Crazy kit bash.
Yeah.
Oh,
Something I gotta say about the Golden Demon: get a bigger projector.
Yeah, we were standing in the back. We couldn't see. Like while they're
couldn't see a
presenting, was
thing.
like squinting me like, what is that?
Yeah, it was pretty.
Which one
Their
is
presentation
that?
was dog
What is
shit. One thing I'll say about Golden Demon 2, they should make the. I mean, I understand they're limited to space because of the Schaumburg Hotel Center, but the layout for it sucks. If it's popular, and
yeah.
it's impossible to see anything, and it's not just because of the people, because it's just like it's the way it's laid out.
Yeah.
You have to go in a circle. It doesn't have to be that way.
Really? I feel like a circle is fine.
And if they moved it to a different area, I think they would have so much more
Yeah.
breathable room and people could talk. I don't know.
I don't know. You guys want another question?
Absolutely.
Oh man, the next one was warbands or boards that stuck out, so that one already went. What has Adepticon inspired you to do next? That's
So,
a spicy
easy.
little question.
Well, I'm already on it. I was inspired by my two good friends here to do a narrative, some sort of
Yeah.
narrative narrative gaming extravaganza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it a little bit in the Patreon episode, which you can find over at patreon.com/hypescum.
Yeah.
But you were mentioning potentially doing Morkborg and Forbidden Psalm.
Yeah, I don't want to get too like caught up on game systems. I just want to like find something that's good for combat and something that's good for, you know, sort of like in the village, sort of like role play, intel
Yeah.
gathering, interaction sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And if that's two separate game systems that I got to roll into one, then that's fine.
And that's like I think an option too.
Yeah.
You could totally do that. But Morkborg and Forbidden Psalm just being like the same kind of idea,
same vein.
being able to do that one
Nice
into
and
the
easy.
other, it's just like
Yeah, easy conversion chart you can go in and out of
Yeah.
in mid game if you needed to. So
yeah. And we like have a bunch of those books kicking around too, so it's like
hopefully a lot more soon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
and it-
Kickstarter's coming
So
soon.
one of the things, not to put the guy on blast, but I was talking to Trent and he was just like, "So what are your creative ambitions?" And I was like, "Fucking deer in headlights." He said, "I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna fucking think about my life now."
well now you got this.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, listen.
I
Maybe
wanna-
you needed that. You needed that deer in headlights moment.
That's literally the whole fucking weekend was a lot of that. So
Oh, I bet,
Yeah.
dude. It's overwhelming. Being at something like this is totally overwhelming because not only do you want to see
yeah, to be
everything,
honest, I mean,
all your friends are there.
I don't know if
like
I
working the
I don't.
table.
So I for sure. I'm fucking flying next year. Sorry, guys. Have fun in the van. I
There's
also
more
don't-
room, though.
I
That's
also-
all right.
That's true. I also don't know that I would want to do 5 days again.
Too long, you think?
Kind of, yeah.
I did notice that after you've kind of looked at everything and there's nothing left to look at, then you're just sort of like going
I'm
around to
literally
the
hanging
same
out
old
with your
places.
friends.
Well, it's also I'm hanging with. I'm just like, well, I'm here because I'm scared if I'm not here, I'm gonna miss out on a fun thing.
Yeah.
And you
I
might
know that
but,
feeling. I know that feeling from
Do you
this
have-
weekend.
Do you have anything else to go after that? Because I have something.
No,
to
go
bounce
right
off
ahead.
That. Like the FOMO of like missing out on shit. I
Yeah.
missed out on so much shit this fucking Adepticon, but
That's literally every event. You like force yourself to not have fun
because I someone's got to do work.
because
Someone's gotta be working.
someone's got to chase the bag.
Yeah.
Um,
Daddy has to go to work.
but so things. The question was like things inspired by Adepticon or things you want to
Yes.
do after.
Yeah. What are your next steps or what are you inspired to do from
I got a
Adepticon?
couple things here. I don't want to go too long on them, but I'll try and sum them up as quick as I can. One, I want to do more small events, like smaller, like just out of the studio with our friends.
Yeah.
Like whether it's like
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to get too crazy, but like I want to do a Brothers of Prometheum event this summer.
That'd be
That's
awesome.
like
Dude,
we
fuck
invite
yeah.
certain people, or like we invite a crew that we kind of hand pick because
Yeah.
we gotta
An
because
invitational.
The space is limited in here.
Yeah.
For once we'll do an invitational rather than an
Yeah.
open.
Oh god.
That'll just end up being a bunch of people.
I know, I
coming,
know. People, they hear it's going on, they just show up because they know where it is.
We'll invite 75 of our closest friends.
But yeah, I would like to do something like more small things to just like get our friends together too.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks going to Adepticon and I have all of my friends here
Yeah.
and I can barely spend 5 minutes with each of them.
Totally. So you want to run an event so that way you also can't spend time with your friends, but they can all get together.
Yeah. I'll facilitate. I don't care.
yeah.
If it's in here, it's easier.
No,
Because
totally.
like, what the fuck am I chasing
Yes.
around?
No, and I guess if it's literally not 75 friends, then it's probably easier.
It's a lot easier, yeah.
And it's over a weekend.
Yeah.
You got like a Saturday, Sunday to do whatever.
Totally. Oh, dude, brothers would be sick. We got to make a big old desert board.
Dude,
just a bunch of
I'm
freaking.
cooking.
Oh.
I got that Falcon I showed you, the Eldar Falcon.
Yeah.
Brothers, baby. Gonna get some
I'm
camo
stoked.
netting. It's
I'm
gonna be,
stoked. Let's do this.
dude. I'm all in. I gotta get some Tyranids together to
Yeah.
do some shit, but I'm ready.
I got to get my Blood Angels.
Yo, I got you.
Yeah, dude. I thought you already got them.
Well, the guy he already sold them. Wait, I mean, don't even worry about that. I didn't even go anywhere.
Second one,
It's none of your business.
it actually came today from talking to Uncle Adam of making a collection or like some kind of collective on Under the Dice website and then like in print when I do the magazine, like places to find other freaks that do this shit all around. Like, remember the old ads in the White Dwarfs of like where you can find a battle bunker, where to find fucking
Yeah,
GW
in
products.
Rust we trust. What are you talking
Well,
about?
I
Yeah.
just meant like it's a little.
Steve's trying to steal my bag
No,
right
shut
now.
the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
up.
I'm thinking about starting a Discord. Listen,
No,
guys,
I don't
You
want
want
to
to have an events channel.
No. I want to have just a page where you can like literally like find all the game clubs or like what cities this
yeah.
shit. You
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
make a fucking Discord channel for each city? You don't even want to do it for each country.
No,
Yeah.
I made a
Now
camera.
he's
one
putting you
today,
on
dude.
blast.
Oh.
How the tables have turned.
Oh,
He's
how
switching
the
it.
tables
Oh.
have turned.
You know what would be
Yeah.
sick if you did that, but you made it obscure.
Yeah, it's just on a website.
No,
You gotta or
No.
only in print.
I mean, if you were
dice.
that'd be fun
Tanner
too.
level.
If you made it like, oh, you're in the Midwest, cool. Find this crew.
Yeah.
Didn't link to them. Didn't anything. Just like
Yeah, ask around.
Here's
yeah.
a city.
Oh, you're in New England. Find Hive Scum.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Make it hard. There's a
Yeah.
little barrier
Listen,
of entry.
people like that more. When they have to do a little work, a lot of times people
All
will
you
like
get is
that
a
more.
name. You just get a name.
It'll also keep out all the jamokes,
Yeah.
you know?
And number 3, third thing, Rush the Demon. We're stealing the Golden Demon swag for Adepticon. Next year, Adepticon, we're gonna have our own Golden Demon.
That's a really cool idea.
Yeah.
Rusted Demon is a really cool idea.
you don't like janky models up in your case? Well, we'll have them in our case.
gonna have
and
our
in
case.
your case too, because I'll put some in
Yeah,
there.
yeah, we're
I'll
gonna
put
do
them in both. It'll
Yeah.
be funny. Yeah,
saying.
that's a great idea. I like that. Who are the judges going to be?
Me. Just me.
Yeah, I'm voting on everything. Actually, it's
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
I think looks
Yeah.
coolest.
Yeah.
We'll have a panel of
This
judges.
is cool. Yeah, panel.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be fair.
No, I like this.
I don't know if it'll be fair.
I mean, Golden Demon ain't fair either. Some motherfucker
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
likes vampires more than another
Exactly.
motherfucker
Yeah.
and gives it a fucking A+.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this guy got an AI generated background. He's won.
That's
what?
fine.
Question mark?
I actually only want AI generated shit. In
Yeah.
Rusted Demon.
Oh,
I want you to AI generate me a model.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, why don't I AI generate another question for you guys real quick? Oh, you didn't answer.
No, I didn't. It's cool though.
You
No,
hate-
go ahead. Gage, why don't you answer really quick? Why don't you AI generate an answer?
Oh, I will AI generate an answer of I don't know. Like Phil said, more narrative events is cool. It really wasn't that stressful to write like a 3 scenario thing that
Yeah.
people really liked. Dude, there's one secret project that we can't talk about right now, but we're gonna try and plan after this episode.
Oh, straight up, dude.
But I
Can
will
you give us any hints? Can you give a hints?
I really liked seeing rank and file armies. And it didn't matter the game. I really liked seeing a lot of multi-based stuff.
Okay.
He's
They-
telling you that we're getting into Kings of War now.
Nice.
The historical section was very sick.
Okay.
That's not part
Yeah,
of the
that's
secret.
why we were there for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
It was that bad. I don't even know how long you were gone for. I just remember you saying you were going to get me food and then you didn't come back with food.
That's true.
There is no food there.
There was no food there.
They fucking eat each other. They're bastards.
The vibe was very weird.
At the historical
Yeah,
center?
Phil-
That was one of my questions
Yeah.
too, so I'm glad this came up.
Phil, can you explain your experience when you looked at that game?
Yeah, so these people were playing some fucking neat little game that was like set in feudal Japan, and it had a
Okay, yeah.
had a GM, and he was like doing a little spiel, and I kind of like sidled up and watched, and he just stops and turns and stares at me and goes, "Hello," and just stares,
way.
and just stares at me and I go, "Hi," and he just keeps staring at me, and then I just kind of just backed away.
Dude.
It was kind of like that everywhere. The whole like
In
breathe-
historical it was like that?
yeah, breathe over people's shoulders thing. Everyone in the 40K area was like cool with it. AOS people were like, "Yeah, let me tell you everything about my
Of
army."
course.
And the historical guys were like, "Oh, you don't know about this 1940?
What are you doing here?
Yeah, get the
Don't
fuck
look
out.
at me.
Yeah,
I'm like
Come
bummed I
on.
didn't get to look at anything cool. I
I'm
didn't look at
bummed
a
that they
single
weren't
board.
cool.
Also, it's really funny that Middle Earth Strategy Battle Game is relegated to the historical section.
yeah.
That
and
is
that and that
well, I mean,
I mean, it is pretty
ridiculous.
historical.
It's not like a ridiculous idea, but because the historical guys are already relegated to the historical,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
like I want to be like, well, they should put it with the rest of the fantasy and sci-fi stuff. But
we almost got put over there.
Yeah, I'll say
well, listen, then you just don't do it. You just don't.
Oh
go,
yeah, I just
I'm not
wouldn't-
doing.
Would
I mean,
not
come
go to
on.
the convention.
Like I love the historical guys, but it's a different convention over that.
it really is, and it's kind of unfortunate because of how the split is. But
Yes.
the I mean, I don't think it's safe for where they were playing. Like they were
What do you
next to
mean?
the pool room. Dude, the smell of chlorine was overwhelming. It was so bad. I was like, there's no way no one's going to have any adverse health conditions from this, like, almost immediately.
There's like a closet full of chemicals that the pool boy just comes and takes out the chlorine tank.
It was the size of our studio, and then, like, out to the hall was, like, up to the pool.
Oh shit! Oh, okay, so it was like literally just the entrance to the pool.
Yeah, and I was like, this is, like, bad.
I mean, it didn't seem that first year we went. It seemed cool. Maybe it has cool days. Maybe
So-
you guys went on a weird day.
The area where we went, where we saw that insane Helm's Deep thing,
Yes.
that wasn't.
See,
There was no
I feel like
games in that spot.
something
this year.
was going on, man.
They
Maybe
were
those
across the
guys-
hall into the pool room.
It's too much, man. It's too much to fit in one room. Because last year there was that whole room of, 2 years ago there was that whole room of people playing Bolt Action
Yep.
and Saga, which is cool.
Yes, that was upstairs in a room that had insane lighting.
Oh, the
I liked the lighting. No, it was
Song,
bad.
Song of Ice and Fire was also happening in the historical
Yes.
area.
No.
Yeah.
Again, because it's historical.
I will say, Middle Earth strategy battle game had 120 something people,
No
Oh, yeah.
shit,
It was
really?
huge.
Yeah, it was huge.
and then
It was the
battle
biggest event
companies
happening in there.
Had just as many people,
See, you guys didn't. No interest.
all
in
because
doing
of
battle
us.
companies.
You know,
Eh,
people heard the
I don't know
episode.
about that. But you guys had no interest in doing battle companies.
No, the official thing was the day I wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I potentially might have played in it. I don't know. I don't know if I really,
I really
realistically
wanted
would
to.
have. Right?
Just to be the
Seems
freak
cool.
guy that was like, I am here.
Totally. And I have a
Everyone in
kick-ass
there.
warband.
Yeah, everyone in there was no shots, but they were all tucked shirt, button downs. Everyone playing in there was button down shirts.
They were in the historical section.
were in the historical
dressed
section.
to look the part.
Yeah, you heard that right. Gage is a casual T-shirt guy.
I'm
Yeah.
a casual T-shirt guy.
Graphic tee.
I love a good graphic tee, man.
Yeah,
Love that
nice.
shit.
Talking crap about the historical guys.
Listen.
No, that's sad though that it wasn't quite as poppin'. But I mean,
No.
it sounds
I will say
like
they had the better vendors, mostly. Okay, they had one cool vendor.
There's sold a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's shit.
Yeah.
I don't understand why.
Five Nights at Freddy's shit and just
Historical place.
crazy religious shit too.
Oh yeah, there was
at
like-
the
Yeah.
historical
Yeah,
in the
there was-
separate
Where can we
building.
put these vendors
yes,
that we
there
don't
was
want in
Jesus
Yeah.
merch and Five Nights at Freddy's swag.
Stop it,
Yeah.
dude.
So
that's-
besides that guy, across the hall was a really cool vendor. that
Okay,
had a
good.
lot of models that I haven't seen before.
at least it wasn't literally they're sticking all of the stuff. They're like, well, put all of the games that doesn't get a lot of traction, put them all over here.
yeah.
All the chit games, like the little,
Yeah.
put those all over in another building, and then also the Five Nights at Freddy's guy. Yeah, that would be really sad.
Yeah.
But hey, listen, it's hard. I get it.
You know,
But however,
actually,
it seems like a lot of the convention hall is not used. The Schaumburg Convention Center.
no, space management is awful there.
Right? There's definitely other areas that they could fit things.
Yes.
Like where?
Downstairs,
What do you mean downstairs?
like the 40K vendor hall area,
Yeah,
that could be compressed so much.
you think so?
Yeah, for sure.
You really want to compress people more?
Yes. This was their biggest year. They had 7,000 people sign up.
Wild.
And now count how many people we know that didn't buy tickets, and do that for every little click within the
Yeah,
convention.
yeah.
So that number is including people that didn't buy
No,
tickets.
it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The 16% was just pre-sale.
Yeah. So, there's
I don't know, dude. Yeah, maybe a bigger space for those guys.
Yeah.
Well, so that's what they're saying.
All right. Can we say that on the pod?
no.
Someone was talking about it in the Discord today.
Wait, was saying what?
They were saying that they're looking for a new space. I mean, we had a cool talk. So this is kind of going into one of your questions that you asked, but it was inspiring to talk to Matthias,
Yes.
and he was saying that everything that we're doing with our con of people panicking and painting models the weekend before and everything. He said that was all them 10 years ago.
That's so cool.
Yeah, they're still doing it that way. They just have a way bigger scale of doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Where 6 months of the year they have 20 printers printing fucking buildings.
Yeah.
And then people are painting and priming, or we'll have a prime day, and everyone's just priming today.
Oh,
We're
fuck
hanging
yeah.
out and watching 80s movies and shit. And I was like, this is sick.
Dude, it would be cool if Under the Dice got to the point where it was Gundam Mike wants to run his own custom campaign at Under the Dice.
It's
Fest.
already happening.
So
I know.
That
That's
is
so
happening.
we
exciting.
had
now for
people
next year.
requesting a Stone.Jaw class at Under the Dice Fest.
Uh-oh.
Just saying.
Who's going to run it?
Listen, people I don't want to blow up their spot, but there's people that we follow that are really talented at sculpting, painting,
Yeah, baby.
all this stuff, and they're like, I want to teach a class at Under the Dice
Dude,
Fest.
see, that's fucking sick. a little slow grow of the old
I don't know
UTD.
how we would facilitate that with, the current location. We couldn't
Yes.
do that.
Definitely.
But
no.
there's other locations in just Chicopee where we can get good prices that.
We gotta break out of Chicopee,
Listen,
man. We gotta break
when
out.
we got
City
the
of the
prices
Damned.
we got,
we
you
gotta
can't
break
beat
out.
it.
You can't beat the prices
Yeah.
here.
Also,
Gagey,
it's the
look at
crossroad of New
prices.
England. It's literally the crossroad of New England.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the crossroads of New England. The goddamn crossroads.
There's,
It's
I don't know.
Chickapee.
Listen, there's
It's the city
there's,
of the
there's
damned.
better. There's better.
You
There's no
tell me
law?
you could find a better place than the
No.
Castle of Knights.
No. So the problem, though, and this is what he was telling us as well, is that when you, especially like for our sake, right? When we go from a 300-person con to a 400-person con, you can't find a venue that's a 300-person cap to a 400-person cap. It's a
We don't
300.
have a 300 person.
It's to a
800.
It's like
That's
800
literally
or
what we're looking
1,000,
at.
right? But the problem though with that is that you're always hit for that first year until you know what is coming for people.
Like
But I
you're
think-
just like we got to just suck it up and
suck it up for
whatever
that first
happens.
year, and
But
then after that,
We're already at the problem right now where we know the venue is not big enough
Right,
for what we're
right.
doing.
Yeah.
So we have to go somewhere bigger.
Yeah. No. So like, do you have places that that you think you might go next year?
The Castle of Knights in Chicopee.
I don't even know this.
It is an
castle.
800-person cap room.
the
I
only
thought-
other VFW in Chicopee.
No, it's not VFW.
I thought we were already at 800 cap in
No.
the new. In the
No,
new.
we're
What's
like
that one?
Oh, that is
the old one.
yeah, the one that was at this year.
It was like 300.
that is a 300.
Oh
person
shit!
room.
No way.
we were
What?
at cap, bro. No cap.
No
we were
cap.
at cap.
At least we don't know anybody in the fire
I
department.
know. Jeez.
So 800 would be next. What does that room look like?
It's
800.
fucking
big.
monstrous.
But
All right, then hell yeah, let's
Back
do
they
to
that.
our
have
original
like wall
point.
dividers and shit that you can set up.
yeah, I was
and,
gonna say back to our original point. The real only way you could do classes and stuff that wasn't just like a giant fucking free for all would be like wall dividers or like
Some shower curtains.
yeah.
Well, no, they have wall dividers in the building. I just don't know how.
Dude, it'll just look like a fucking like FEMA camp.
under the Dice Fest
we're
presents
gonna learn
FEMA.
oil painting on a FEMA camp.
Yeah, that's the stuff that I don't know how we would do it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
I
think
would.
You just,
Yeah.
you just make that shit happen. Like, dude, I don't know. I guess people probably complain to Matthias and the Adepticon staff all the time where it's like, this isn't running as perfectly as it could be running. My class didn't have enough lamps in there or
Right,
something.
right.
However, if you come to Under the Dice Fest and you complain about, like, where's my magnifying glasses that I was promised to
I
see
ain't
my
promising
models?
you anything.
Exactly.
You know what you'll get?
Exactly. A swift kick in the ass.
That's it, baby.
Yeah,
So-
like people know what they're getting when they come to like hang out with a bunch of friends. You know, they're coming to hang out with a bunch of friends.
Yeah. Or
If
make
you
new friends.
if you come and you are complaining, then you're not a friend.
So the other location,
We're doing the
No
best we
friend of
can.
mine.
the other location I was looking at was a hotel banquet hall where they do like proms and stuff.
All right,
But
Nice. Grim
that,
Dark Prom.
That price is like
It's insane.
it's
It's a huge jump.
like the 800 person cap. Fucking Knights of Columbus is like expensive.
Yeah.
it's like $1,600 a day. Just like giving you rough numbers without like really looking into it. What some lady told me on the phone in 2 minutes.
yeah,
The banquet hall in the hotel, which it's in a hotel.
That's
so that's
sick,
like
yeah.
convenient. There's a pool, which is
Oh,
fucking sick.
very
Sick.
convenient.
March 28.
yeah. March 28 can finally
Yeah,
happen.
yeah. I want to say it was over like $2,000.
I think it was
a day.
2,100 if
A
it's
day.
the same one.
Oh, a day.
Yeah. So a
Yeah.
Cas weekend is like $5,000,
Wow.
and you're like, well, that's a huge jump,
And I know, everyone tells us you got to raise your prices,
right?
but
Yeah,
But
but
I
know
don't
if it's
want to.
$5,000 worth.
It's
of,
fun to have it be cheap because
Yes.
it's cool.
yes,
Because it's cool.
yeah, and that's the thing. So I mean, I don't even know how we got on this tangent, but
Yeah.
it was cool to talk to him to realize that we're kind of on the same path,
No, totally.
and it's a bumpy one, and
Yeah,
it's
but-
okay that it's a bumpy one.
Exactly. But it's always okay. Any sort of
Yeah.
creative endeavor, whether it's running an event or painting a mini for the first time, is going to be bumpy.
Right,
And you're going
right.
to have parts where you're like, this sucks and it looks like shit. And I
Yep.
don't really understand what the hell I'm doing. And then you get through those things and you keep moving on and you smooth it out for next year, whatever happens. And you know what? It's good to have Matthias and like kind of the back pocket. I mean, we can't like be like, Matthias, how do we do this?
Yeah.
But to just like
Well,
know
we tried.
that
Maybe we
somebody
could.
has done it though,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that it is possible.
Right.
And you know what, listeners, chime in. I'm sure, honestly, head over to the In Rust We Trust Discord. Say if you have any suggestions about like where we should be looking or where we could be looking, potentially alternate venues that we hadn't really even thought about. Maybe we could have it at like a summer camp.
Yo,
Honestly.
Have it outdoor
Terry
LARP
Fest?
style. Yeah, Terry Fest when we did it with the 30 bunk beds.
Oh yeah, it's under just a series of like we just rent a bunch of
oh, dude.
Dude, right?
Tent
I do
City.
know-
yeah.
I do know a place like that.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, what if we got real freak with it?
Real festy vibes.
Dude,
We're all
totally.
outside the whole time.
Honestly,
No,
that would
no, no.
suck.
Just hot and we're
That would be
dehydrated.
bad.
Do it also in January.
Yeah, dude, that'd be sick.
No, we're moving dates next year.
Yeah, for sure.
No
that too.
snow days.
But this is cool. I don't know. You've inspired me by being inspired by Adepticon. Gage, has anything else inspired you? Have you been inspired by Adepticon?
Big armies, man. I want a big army.
Oh, I know, right?
That's it.
And you're going to
I'll
be painting
believe it when I
fast
see
now.
Painting fast with your new technique, but
Yeah.
also painting slow with our new secret tech or secret
What? I don't know the
project.
secret.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're moving
secrets.
slow
Can't
around
talk
here.
about the
Yeah,
secrets.
moving slow.
All right, maybe I can ask you guys one last question
Yeah,
so
you
before
go.
you guys fall asleep. I did write, did you make it to Historical? And we heard how that went.
Oh, yeah.
This next weekend, you will be at Northeast Dungeon Siege.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow.
Okay, making sure. And so you're going to be running.
I'm going to be running Destruction of an Angel again
Okay, so same thing that people got to do at.
at
Adepticon.
Adepticon, which, I mean, I'll talk about it for a sec. I thought was sick.
Yeah,
I thought went so well. I'm definitely not mad at Evan for sleeping in about it. I'm definitely not upset. It definitely didn't ruin our friendship.
shout out paying the Evan tax.
The
Wish I got to play.
yeah, well, you should have been there.
I was
Yeah,
there.
you should have come to Adepticon, Steve, with us instead of being home with
Listen, dude,
your kid.
I'll run it for you in 2 days if you want.
Maybe we should do a little bit. I want to do Destruction of an Angel.
Yeah,
Do it in house.
I'll run
Yeah.
it. I'll run it.
Woo! Make a video of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it worked so well.
Yeah.
My boards are definitely darker than Evan's, and I mean that was okay because it kind of flowed a little better.
Yeah.
He ended up using yellow for a lot of his like highlighting grass parts, which I never thought of, and I learned from that. I was like, that's cool for this oil. I don't know if I'll use oil in that way again, but it was cool to try that. And then the whole event, everyone was like, these boards are amazing. And
Yeah.
I was like, that's the nicest thing you could ever say to my very fragile ego right now.
You have no idea. You have no idea how much that means
Oh
to
my
me.
god. It was cool. All the players were cool. Nate made the most insane narrative decision and just totally twisted the story on his head.
Fuck yeah, that's what you need.
And no matter what, he is forced to play in my event next year because
Yes.
because of his actions in the game. He jumped through the portal when the big boss spawns. I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Yeah.
But the big boss spawns.
Literally just spoiled it.
No. The big boss. Everyone has a big boss in every game. There's a
Yeah.
portal. He fucking just dove right through it.
My guy. I love that shit.
And I was like, yeah, that's a play you can do. It's totally legal. And he's like, all right, so what happens to my guy? I'm like, you're in a different dimension, and we're going to find out next year.
I love that shit.
It's fucking sick.
That's why you need
It was
people
the
like that.
coolest thing.
Also kind of testing you as a DM.
Dude, it really did because, like I said, I've run games for years, and this was a little different because it's like
Yeah.
narrative-y in a skirmishy way. And I didn't want to push it too RPG on these people because maybe
Yeah.
they were there for a skirmish game and not an RPG. But everyone loved it. Everyone was having a great time. All the players were sick. Everyone's warbands were fucking perfect. I don't know, man. I could not have asked for a better experience. Of
What were the
running.
warbands like? Forbidden Psalm 5 character warbands?
Yep.
Is that how they were? Yeah.
Five character warbands. They all got to pick an ancient item from the little charts Evan and I made, which were like loosely Nausicaa inspired. And every single one of them was just like the darkest motherfuckers you've ever seen. Just like the shittiest
fuck yeah.
people have gathered together to make like this evil looking warband. And every single one of them was just so beautifully painted.
Yeah.
It was cool. I don't know. I'm still living on it. I'm looking at pictures of it.
Yeah, dude, totally.
Evan made the coolest end boss model.
dude.
It was
It was
sick.
like on a spring.
It was on a little boingy spring.
No shit.
Someone caught a video.
Oh, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, someone caught a video of me just like ADHD on fire, just like boing, 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 just
Dude,
playing
what
with
a
it.
cool idea. That's amazing.
And also, I don't want to gloss over Steve's game because I honestly would be saying this even if he wasn't right in front of me. That was one of the most fun experiences I've had playing just miniature games, period. And then making it an RPG experience. I got to play with Jackson. And I just was fucking with him the whole time.
Oh, hell yeah.
They were enemies.
Yeah. First scenario, we're like in our mechs, right? We're trying to get to this thing. Me and Paul are playing. We're definitely experts on Flames of Orion.
Everyone was paired based on who they were closest friends with in the first. Like everyone's in one room. There's 4 boards, 8 people. Each person's paired with their friend.
Oh, okay, cool. That's cool.
At first, I was like, I don't know. That's kind of lame. I want to play with people I don't know. And then, like, going through it, I was like, okay, this kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, second game, I'm paired up with Jackson. We're in this factory, and I'm just like, I somehow came up with a fucking, like, meta list for Last War.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I got one little badass kid with a sniper who's just picking his guys off, and I was like,
Do you have a flashlight?
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was kitted out for the darkness. I was just blasting his dudes.
Some people didn't take that hint and did not buy flashlights.
Listen,
on
I
it.
may or may not have inside information from a previous game player, but you know.
Yeah.
And then third game, we're in a big group. It was totally not Matt, Dylan Malisco, Jackson, and me. And we're in this factory trying to climb to the top. We're playing on Adam's fucking sick ass board.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, okay, yeah, you're scared of what's in the factory and you're trying to like turn the lights on and get the hell out. And I'm like, yeah, but this whole last game I was shooting this motherfucker the whole time. So why would I not be trying to kill this motherfucker?
Because the horrors of war
Yeah,
exist.
the horrors
here.
of war were Jackson following me up a ladder. So the second he gets on the ladder, I push this guy off the fucking ladder.
Oh, hell yeah.
Unfortunately, in the moment, I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, I don't know if he's having fun or if he's just burnt from being at AdeptCon for the last 9 days.
Oh, no.
So I'm like, I'm not going to fuck with him too much because
Yeah.
I had the perfect shot. It was my kid with the sniper. His guy's prone. I'm like, I could just blast this guy and just ruin his day. Also, he's got a head tat. He's tougher than me. He could have beat my ass in that scenario. So I was like, all right, I just leave that guy and I walk away. No, he was just a tired little guy, but he had a
Sleepy.
blast.
Yeah.
The game was so sick. Matt was in full character.
Oh, yeah.
Matt was like,
Oh, hell yeah.
Matt was screaming in character voice the whole time. It was
Good.
sick.
That's
Yeah.
great.
And then the last game we go back to Last War, and then it was the big free
No, you
for
go
all
back to
for
Flames.
Yeah, for Flames.
So it goes
sorry.
Flames, Last War, Flames.
Flames, Last War, Flames.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
So it's like zoom, like it's literally the zoom in effect of 2 people playing 4 mechs, normal game, 2 people playing Last War, 4 guys against each other. Third game, everyone takes 1 hero from their
Got it.
warband decked out, and they're trying to either work together or just fucking get out.
Yeah.
And then the last game is everyone has 1 mech with that surviving guy like getting to their
Fuck
mech.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That's sick.
And then we get to that 4th game, and then Jackson's right behind me again. So
You're like, okay.
I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to start shooting this guy. But then, you know, I don't want to spoil it. Some things happen, and I was like, well, my attention's focused elsewhere right now. So I had to be shooting that thing. And then I ended up blowing up. And I thought I was close enough to blow up Jackson's guy, too, but I was just an inch short.
Dude, see, there's no reason why people shouldn't be able to do it. Like, do this for any 2 seemingly unrelated games. Just literally tie them together.
Absolutely.
And then, you know, what you're saying about, like, Forbidden Psalm and Morkborg, honestly, it's like, yeah, you could totally do this with, oh, we're playing D&D, and then now we're just kidding it over to, or it's like we're playing Shadowrun, and now all of a sudden you're just doing kill sample process.
Trent Miscast told me a while ago, and I think he said it on his Peachy interview as well. His local crew uses Mighty Empires as like the backbone.
Yeah.
They use whatever the hell game they want in between,
Yeah.
and that's how they determine scenarios. And you could easily do that with D&D.
Yeah.
We're fighting to gain this one map territory right now, and we're gonna play a D&D scenario about how like you betray the king, and then like that. Okay, yeah, you do it, and now you have the territory, or you know what I mean. You could do it with fucking Risk. You could do it with anything.
Dude, that's really cool.
Risk is
Monopoly.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
listen,
Monopoly Deal, the card version of it.
change all the Monopoly tiles to in-game streets. You could do it.
These streets.
Not a bad idea.
If you are looking to play
Monopoly 28.
dude, I'd play it. Top Hat.
Yeah.
If you are looking to play the end transmission game that we ran, though, Adam, our good buddy Adam, who co-ran it with me at Adepticon,
Doom and Adam.
Doom Adam the on Instagram, he will be running it at TMX Con.
Yep. Tabletop Minions Expo.
Yeah, in
Nice.
Wisconsin.
Okay,
I think
so
it's in June.
Look it up.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
yeah.
You go look it up.
Yeah, no.
Google it, listener.
Go play.
But you guys are
Yeah.
great at promotion.
Promote this, pal. I do have one last thing.
Okay.
Okay.
How was the turnout from In Rust We Trust people?
Oh,
There's a lot of
that's
them.
all. That's all
Insane.
there was.
Insane.
Great. Thanks, guys, for answering my question. Now, second thing, any shout outs to anybody in particular that you would like?
on.
Not everybody. You don't have to shout out the whole gang, but people you might want to thank
Doom and
individually.
Apathy,
So here, how
Matt
about this?
Ross.
Any people that helped run the booth? Adam Doom and Apathy,
TNP Matt.
TMP Matt, Blurs and Kate did a shift. Brad did a shift, but more than
Tyler.
anyone, Dark fucking Tyler.
Yeah.
Dr. Piss himself spent, I feel like, most of the weekend behind the booth.
Yes. You know what's fucked up? Anytime I saw that guy, I was like, "You all right? You doing all right?" And he's like, "Dude, I fucking love this shit." He was slanging merch.
He said, "What the fuck else would I be doing at this convention if it wasn't this?"
Well, thank you, Dark Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler rocks. Shout out to anyone that helped clean the hallway.
Yeah, there weren't fucking many of you.
yeah.
So the ones that did,
Rory spending like 4 a.m. the first night cleaning it was very sick.
it was definitely after Kiwi heard me saying I was gonna fucking
Lose it.
absolutely. I literally said I'm gonna start picking up people's shit and kicking it as hard as I can out of the hallway.
Steve walks out and they panic clean.
I think that's literally what happened.
Well, I'm sure it's overwhelming if you just have a bunch of people dropping off stuff.
People dropping stuff off, not like acknowledging that the space was like reserved.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was like friend to friend stuff where they didn't realize that this isn't just like an Adepticon thing.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is like a private thing that we make public.
And allow people to be
Realistically,
and
we
join
could have
us.
locked that door the whole time.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
had
and
Phil
only opened it
outside
for events
checking
or whatever.
IDs. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, so if you left a bag back there, shoot one of these guys a DM and say a little TY at him. You know what I mean? Shoot a little heart like eyes or something. Something.
son.
Throw him a 5 bone.
Shout out anyone that brought food
straight up
or
bagels.
water, passing me water when I was going to pass out. Cup, you were fucking amazing.
People
helping
getting me
out.
coffee.
People, yeah,
my
coffee.
God,
Kate
that was
grabbing
fucking-
bagels, dude, saved my life. Brian, Slug Wizards grabbing fucking chips that
Yo,
last day
shout out Slug
Fruit,
Wizards
yeah.
for coming out,
for hanging.
Yeah, baby.
finally meeting him.
Dude, I don't know. There's a lot of people that just
Oh,
like
totally. You don't have to shout them all out.
just people that
Phil
like
will lose it.
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to shout at every person that came through the hall, but
No,
it's just
no.
people that realize that
Yes.
this is a thing that they should be partaking in cleaning and helping.
You're a part of it.
Yes.
Like this stuff doesn't exist without people coming to it. But on the same coin, it's like respect the spaces and respect
Yes.
like the
It's
like any show.
respect the people.
Yeah,
you know,
taking ownership of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah,
Robbie, dude.
dude, stepped up.
Robbie.
Oh yeah, special shout out. I think we failed to mention his fucking turnip campaign
the
was
first-
awesome.
His
The
terrain that he made?
Yeah, his terrain. Everything he made was so sick. But the first U.S. like event
Yeah, baby.
for Turnip.
Shout the frick out, dude.
Kings of fucking Grimdark.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Hive Scum. If you aren't already part of the community, check us out at the In Rust We Trust Discord, which you can find down in the description below. If you have questions you'd like to ask us, you can find our Instagrams down below as well. Or feel free to ask away on the Discord. We also have plenty of extra content and other perks available to our patrons on Patreon. So if you're interested in helping us keep doing what we're doing, then you can find that description below as well. Until next time, folks, keep it grimdark and keep it grimy. Peace.